Hello everybody and welcome back to Live Crusader. So now we're solving this puzzle. So you're probably wondering, wait.
Oh, giant ball. Giant ball. Giant ball.
Giant
Okay.
bomb.
So yeah, you're probably wondering, well how do we get up there?
This track. Ugh, Jesus. Some of the tracks in this game are good enough, but some of these, one of them are awful.
Yeah, they are.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, let's try that again.
Let's eat more balls. Okay.
So yeah, how exactly does this platforming puzzle work? You might be asking. So here's what you do. You have to jump on the balls as they fall.
Okay.
There you go. That's actually a pretty clever platforming puzzle, I have to say.
You gain key free.
Yay!
Alright, jump cut here, so now that we have key free, we can open this. Alright, Dibs, you're up.
Right.
Oh,
Well, Teo is too, but you know.
sure.
Well, well, my friend. I was looking for something to eat.
On the chest? Well, then again, this is an RPG, so yeah.
But there was only an old stone tablet.
Oh! How convenient. We found the old stone tablet.
The
The ancient manuscript.
Actually, David, it's a stone tablet, not a manuscript.
Roke was looking for?
The princess in the castle may be able to read it.
Yes, because as we all know, princesses know how to read ancient languages, don't they?
Yes.
She's studying ancient script. Was this Zelda now?
Apparently, yeah. Well, the thing is, Dwebs, this game is kind of a Zelda ripoff in a lot of ways. Again, like I said, the plot is basically a mix of FF1 and Zelda. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, so yeah, we cannot read the stone tablet yet because illegible, so we have to get the princess to read it.
Alright.
But before we do, let's see what's in here.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Alright, jump cut. So you guys, because this puzzle also took me a bit to figure out, so...
Not to mention this music blaring in your ears.
Yeah, the... Akihata, I think you should just stick with anime.
Damn.
Where you can actually use real instruments.
Or synthesizers that don't sound like this. Because most Japanese anime scores are synthesized.
Yeah, true. That's another thing that I really like about Level 5's animes. They use an orchestra to score them.
For the most part.
Okay, fine. Yes, Yokai Watch does have some ghostly symptoms, but those are done on purpose for the sake of,
Because, ghosts. Ooh.
Yeah. But like, the emotional tracks and all that stuff. Like, for example, the episode 47 is entirely orchestrated because it's full of, scores similar
It's full of
to...
emotions.
Well, considering the ending of the Whisper backstory, yes, it kind of is, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, this is a wind puzzle. Basically, every time you hit one of these poles, the wind changes direction. So basically you have to find a way to get that gray small ball into that switch.
Dun 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 dun.
Alright, now, let's see. Let's push it. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, now it's going down. So
Can you get crushed in these?
no.
Come on, Hughes.
What was this main character's name again? Sorry, I keep forgetting.
David.
Well,
That was close. You were almost a Dave sandwich.
I kill. I can really blame you because David is about as flat as a fucking.
So now, Dibs, you're telling me that I'm the master of unlocking.
Yeah.
The only character
also-
trait David is actually given throughout this game is the fact that he's not good at saying goodbye to people, and that's only established at the end of the game. So a bit too late, guys.
Also, I was speaking of that, yeah. Seriously, those are the routes people want Resident Evil to return to. Cheesy things with stuff that's meant to be scary but aren't because of how cheesy it is.
Well, the thing is, Dwebs, trust me, don't worry. I agree with you that the demo is not at all what it was like trying to be PT, except it doesn't at all capture what made PT awesome.
But it's still all right in its own.
No, it is alright on its own. The problem is that, okay, see, here's the thing. Here's why people are so at least happy for that. Because at least they're now trying, at least they're in the right direction. At least it's a step in the right direction. That's why people are happy. It's a step in the right direction, especially after 6. You have to admit to it. After such a stupid, horrible, nonsensical mess that E6 was, anything that's even remotely decent is a godsend at this point.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, it's kind of funny how they have both the English and Japanese titles in one.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so now
I
all I
guess
have
they
to do
wanted
is
to
push
unite
it.
the fan base and everything.
Yeah.
And there we go. Now we can move on.
I can almost make it.
To the toilet!
There we go.
Yeah. Could you imagine if that's what this quest was? There were no other toilets available, and the nearest one was underground, and you have to go past all this crap.
Okay, so yeah, I put on the costume because if I do, these guys won't attack me, so... And here we are, and get on the switch.
Alright.
Oh. Let's see what we find here. Oh, right, this part. Okay. So here we are.
Hello?
We find this treasure. Let's see what it is. But first, let's remove the costume. Yeah, the very moment we get the lightning sword, which I'm not getting because it's actually weaker than the one I bought at the weapon shop in between parts. Yeah, the moment you get this sword, the guardians of the sword immediately come to life, and you have to, as the narrator put it very well, beat them.
Beat them.
Beat them.
Ha!
So yeah,
My pirate attack will defeat you.
The interesting thing about these knights is that they can actually throw their shields as if they're boomerangs. Who the hell do you think you are, Captain America?
Jesus.
That's screamy, dude.
What apple?
Well, Dwebs, still makes more sense than ooh.
There we go.
Alright, let's see. Let's get the costume ready again. So these guys won't bother us.
Okay, with boulders and shit.
Oh, more treasure. A red potion.
Red potion.
Awesome. Actually, that's an interesting thing. Even though this came out before... well, actually, no, never mind. There was also in Link to the Past, technically. This game also kind of rips off Zelda in the sense that it has a red potion for health and a blue potion for status effects. Alright, let's keep going then. Again, now that we have key 3, we can actually explore other rooms. But before we do, let's actually go back here and activate the tab panel so we can raise the water level.
Okay.
I think that's what I do, though. Hold on. Or do I actually check the... Oh, yeah, I was trying to check exactly where the door was. Okay.
There it is.
Well, the pause music is nice, I think.
Alright.
I gotta love how he was walking on the water for a second there.
Yeah.
Why would a red blorb carry a bag of 20 golden points?
I don't know.
No, Pedro, don't you see? It wanted to take it back home, but unfortunately it can't.
That reminds me, Taylor. Have I ever shown you, or have you ever seen on your own the Flash movie by Legendary Frog called Final Fantasy VII All About Random Battles?
Maybe you mentioned it to me. Can you refresh my memory?
It's a black and white Flash parody of Final Fantasy VII that talks about basically it's a parody on random battles.
Okay.
Let me guess.
No, I don't think so.
Let me guess.
Then I'll show you after this. Then
it's a random battle.
Yes, they do make that joke. Yes.
Wow, so it's like that with Final Fantasy.
Well. When you're making a parody on the concept of random battle, that joke is kind of obligatory when you think about it.
Yeah.
But they don't do just that. They actually do some really good jokes around the concept.
Fine.
I'll get that ready for after this. Might as well.
There you go.
Answer the riddle! Alright, well, alright, so basically this is a puzzle for a piece of equipment, so this one is actually going to last quite a bit.
Okay.
He's trying to do the Star Trek theme. Dun 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 dun. You're doing it wrong. That's not the.
Simon says.
That's not the Star Trek theme. You fail forever.
At least these parts seem to be relatively, manable.
Alexander Courage would be cross.
Trust me. Well, Dibs doesn't know, but Pedro knows. I was finishing recording Okami the other day. I actually finished it, by the way, at this point of the record. I don't know how he did in my first run, but for this one I couldn't get past the last blockhead. Like, in this optional. Because I actually read somewhere that it's structured in a specific way that it's impossible without a guide. Because, like, the human eye can perceive only, like, 6 points a time, and blockhead is, like, 8. So it basically tricks your memory skills. Classic Capcom. Alright.
Basically, it's from that flash I was just mentioning. It's from the same guy who made the Matrix Has You shorts. Well, he made like one of them, but that was more like a compilation of various flash artists for Newgrounds. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as you can tell, this is an endurance test of memory.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I cannot allow you to do that.
Actually, it's interesting you say that because his name is David. Open up the pod doors too.
Is this what R2-D2 does to dick with people?
Yes.
Oh. Look.
Alright, now it's time to save a state, just in case. Just in case I fuck up.
Okay. I forgot. Oh yeah, you told me it's
For a
on
second
Virtual
I thought you
Console.
were playing this on an actual Mega Drive.
Now I'm playing on an emulator on my Wii. You were going to say something too?
No, I thought it was on Virtual Console, but
Yeah, the game is on Virtual Console, but I already own the actual Genesis cartridge, so I figured, if I have the cartridge, I'm allowed to do this.
Okay. It's also
Perhaps, if she is a princess, she can read ancient scripts. Thank you, useless oracle.
because she can.
Because as we all know, princesses can always read ancient languages that have been forgotten, right? Right?
Yes.
Alright, let's get the princess to translate for us. Alright, time for backstory. Kinda.
Yay.
This is very ancient writing. I'm playing the princess, don't worry.
Sorry.
Dun, 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 dun. This is what it says.
Fuck off.
Drink your old...
Behold tale. A darkness is in the heart of man which summons evil demons.
Can you be a bit more generic, please?
One of these evil demons tried to transform the land into hell and bring death to everything around.
Jesus Christ.
Press B, Pedro. Actually, I think I was laughing when this part happened. However, there appeared the brave King Garriott, which will never be mentioned again after this.
Oh, Richard Garriott did it.
With the power of 8 wizards, he sealed the evil demon. Yes, I'm guessing it's an homage to Ultima, probably. With the power of the 8 wizards, that's right. Theo, he used 8 wizards to seal the evil demon. What does this remind you of? And 4 orbs sealed in the labyrinth. So yeah, Final Fantasy 1 mixed with Zelda. Enjoy. Provided the demon does not have its life force restored, see, it's fucking Ganondorf. It will never be revitalized. In the event of an emergency, Light Crusader, which is the name of the strongest sword in this game,
Roll credits.
the evil demon is concealed within this labyrinth. Never forget the name of King Garriott. Theo?
Oh, sorry. So it's the orbs.
Yes, it's always the orbs in these games.
Fucking orbs.
What would become of this world if the evil demon were revitalized? Well, I'm assuming everything would go to shit, Princess, but I don't know. So yeah, Teo, I'm guessing it took the writer of a whole 2 seconds to come up with this plot.
Yeah, probably.
Amazing.
Could this plot be any more generic?
Lord Brodrogue is looking for a very old stone.
Blah blah blah, darkness,
He's
generic,
talking
evil
it in a
demons.
room full of food.
Go defeat it.
Yeah.
Evil threat.
So yeah, now you can actually read that important... That story's so forgettable that you'll probably forget it anyway, so they bothered to put that in the ancient tablet so you can read
a
it.
soundbite that said, "Read this."
Well, to be fair, at least they had one character narrate it to us instead of just forcing us to read it. Anyway, not to mention a 1995 game has much more excuse. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, if you remember correctly, at the end of that backstory, it said, always remember the name King Garriott. So yeah, we're supposed to spell the name Garriott with this.
All right. Bloom, 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 bloom.
There we go.
Yeah, you forgot the T.
Actually did for the last.
It has 2 T's, as I'm about to show.
2 T's.
Everything stops for T.
Never forget the name of King Garriott. So there you go.
Speak quickly, or the gate will shut on you.
Alright, so but before we go...
Doing?
Let's see what we have here. Oh, a teleporting thingy. But we don't need it right now, so...
Eh.
No, Pedro, don't.
So yeah, now finally, right at the end of this floor, do we get the teleporter thingy.
Finally.
The problem is that now I have to do the puzzle again, but that's okay because it's a really easy...
See, Pedro, I told you. You come out of the room.
There we
We'll
go.
lose the gate.
I told stairs, bro. I told you, dog.
I told you, but you listened to me. No, and all because you think I'm an annoying...
That reminds me, Dwebs, I'm gonna have a specific request for you when you do Chapter 3 of King's Quest.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at.
Yeah. A certain trophy that you can get at the beginning. Right at the beginning.
I already got the trophy, actually.
Yeah, then be sure to show that off, because that has to be seen.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just say to Chapter 3 is... Chapter 3, it's something that all King's Quest fans will be proud of. It's a generally brilliant chapter, I think, at least.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good, like, it has some really good puzzles. It's a good take on the Graham finding Valenice story, and it has it has a lot of good jokes and emotional depth. So
Always
really good.
seek adventure. Whee!
Oh man, that's another thing. They mentioned a really good job creating not one but 2 princesses that are really good characters.
I think they're both voiced by the same person.
Are they?
I think.
Hmm.
I will check.
Sure. Alright.
Not to mention, Teo, guess what? At the moment we climb Graham climbs the tower and finds Valenice, guess what they play? Girl in the tower, I'm reaching out.
Is that a song from another game?
King's Quest 6. Remember the main theme of King's Quest 6.
I didn't hear that.
It's in the credits, Vips. Like it's okay. You know.
It's been a while since we commented on King's
Quest. Okay. Remember every time in King's Quest 6 where we saw Cosima? That's her theme. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway.
Yeah, I couldn't press that.
That's okay. Just
actually no. Sorry. Both princesses are voiced by different people. One's voiced by Carrie Walgren, the other's Jeremy Lee.
Makes sense since they're both pretty much exact opposites in terms of personality.
Yeah.
All right.
This door is locked.
It's locked.
Okay, let's go through here then. Oh, a save point. Let's save then.
Speaking of King's Quest, Pedro, when are you going to get to 8?
7. Or, no, sorry, 8. We have to get back there.
Pedro, remember, if we don't... Pedro, while 8 is not done, we can't do the reboot.
I guess.
And again, I mean, the reboot is only at episode 3. We don't know when 4 and 5
Well, I could
will
still
come.
do it while it's ongoing.
Yeah, we
I
can.
guess.
Paul Duggan is doing it.
Huh. Get back here, you fucking teleporters.
Again, I am. Remember, I'm kind of the reboot guy here. I'm
I
doing
know,
the
I
Strike
know.
game and DMC, and maybe a couple of others depending on how things go.
Trust me, Dwibs. You don't know what the horror that lies within that game.
Yes.
It's not even just in terms of the game
Right.
being terrible. It's because Dwibs, the terrible controls and the overall incredibly drawn out. But just to give you an idea, Dwibs, just to solve a freaking puzzle in that game, sometimes you have to literally go all the way from the back of a room to another. And the problem is that those rooms are very big and they took advantage. Basically, it's one of those games, Dwibs, where the developers got way too enthusiastic with the fact that they were making all these 3D environments that they went completely batshit nuts with it. And created huge empty spaces with nothing in them. It's ugh. Not to mention it also suffers from the Ultimate 8 curse, whereas in Ultimate 8 everything is grey. In King's Quest 8 everything is brown. There's so much brown in that game that I think even the Call of Duty developers will cough at it.
But again, according to E3, it seems that Call of Duty is doing better than that.
Yeah, it is. That's sad, really.
Speaking of that, seeing as though one of the chapters in the future, according to the those little pictures of Graham that you see when you pick a chapter.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting thing too. At the end of chapter 3, the to be continued thingy has the cover of King's Quest 5.
Actually, what I was going to say was, you know, in the menu where when you pick a chapter, you see a different picture of Graham each time.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if a later chapter, because seeing how old Graham looks, I wonder if that's gonna be tied into King's Quest 8 in some way.
Might be. We'll see.
Is the game established itself firmly as a reboot or as a...
No, it's a reimagining.
retelling?
It's a reimagining.
All the games are still gonna happen. They're just gonna happen differently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, it's a reimagining. The first chapter.
For example, we just think
So
that
for all we
it's
know, if they-
Graham who's giving a bit of a romance to sorry, the term spicing up a bit the story for the
So-
sake of
Yeah.
telling to these grandfather.
So yeah, Tia, for all we know, if they do a King's Quest 8 reimagining, Connor could be like a sidekick or something.
My guess is they're probably gonna show off what Graham was doing during King's Quest 7 or something like that, probably, and or maybe it actually involves some kind of adventure he had in between King's Quest 2 and 3. That's actually the most plausible alternative I can think of. Anyway, yeah. Like I said, the chapter 1 takes place before King's Quest 1, chapter 2 King's Quest after King's Quest 1, but before 2, and chapter 3 is pretty much a retelling of King's Quest 2, pretty much.
Okay. Wee. How nice, breathing fire.
It's actually not that hard to dodge, believe it or not. All you have to do is
jumping and...
Yeah, all you have to do is just keep jumping, and you'll be fine. Trust me. So yeah, basically we're in this particular floor kind of goes in circles, so we have to try to find our way out.
Can hold no more.
Yeah, but yeah, that's another thing I like to bring up. The inventory system in this game sucks balls. Why? Because every time you get an item, it doesn't start a counter where you can have a maximum of 99 per item or something. No, each item you get, even if it's a repetitive item, holds up a slot in the inventory screen. And of course, when you have no more items, no more slots available in the inventory screen, you cannot get any more.
Not to mention, it's very poorly grouped. They're all just lumped together.
Yeah. It's random, pretty much.
There we go.
All right, these
zombies.
These zombies again, but let's just skip over them. Once again, this door is locked.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot that this one was the safe. Don't worry, I'll be right back here. There we go. Let's see what's we can find here.
Okay, more wizards. No, fuck no.
We can't. The problem is that we need a certain thing to get past that room, so a certain item. So we're not going there yet.
Okay.
But yeah, like I was saying, this. Let's check the map. Yeah, this is the only place I've been gone to. I know I'm before, but I'm just checking which specific room I haven't been gone to yet. There you go. This is what I was. This is the place I was looking for.
Okay.
And here's a teleporter, a little teleporter thingy. But we
need a teleporter here.
But we don't need it, so. Alright, here's the interesting thing. You're supposed to, once again, platform your way through this so you don't have to deal with the spikes. But again, the problem is that the spikes only hurt 5 HP each, which is not much.
You don't mind.
So, especially because there's actually a fountain right here. So basically you can abuse this to fuck platforming. Let's just jump into the spikes.
Poor level design.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I got it. This brilliant challenge. No player will get past this without having to jump across the spikes, and they'll die.
Alright, you be this guy.
This is the guild shop.
Oh, hello there.
We collect all the high-class goods.
Do you know?
Yeah. Can you show the crest?
Yeah, what he's talking about is that there's a certain item that we need to get called the crest, which is something that basically it means you're part of the guild or some shit. But we don't have it yet, and we have to make room for it because, you know, our inventory is full. Yes, that's right, Theo. Even key items we need to make room for.
That's very archaic, kind of like the first generation of one.
Yeah.
Even Final Fantasy IV got this right, and that game came out 4 years after before this
Final
one.
Fantasy IV always had problems with the inventory system. It was a bit weird in the original SNES. They kind of fixed that in the Game Boy Advance port. They revamped it for the DS version. They did a slightly more amplified version of the Game Boy Advance version for the PSP port. It's a fucking mess.
What about the GBA? Actually, was there a GBA port of Final Fantasy IV?
Yes, there was.
The
SNES games got all Game Boy Advance ports. So
how was the GBA inventory system?
Better, because it was bigger, and you know,
it's funny
also had to come for the fact that you also had to recruit the party members after.
It's funny you mentioned that, Theo, because speaking of Game Boy Advance Final Fantasy games, I think I have recently. Maybe last year or 2 years ago, I got, and I think I still have, the GBA versions of Final Fantasy 1 and 2.
Oh, the Dawn of Souls. They're fine, but nowadays they're outdated. The PSP version is / mobile. It's the definitive edition.
Alright, Theo, you be this guy, why not?
What do I do to deserve this?
I don't know. You tell us.
And then he sliced the guy for being a coward and a wimp.
Alright.
Yeah, that'd be something. That's the game I'd love. You can execute a character or let them live based on how brave they are, and if you think they're too much of a coward and a wimp to serve your army, you can just execute them.
Oh look, the cow farmer is now here.
Are my cows safe?
I'll be damned.
Dude, you realize you're trying to dig through solid rock, right?
Don't worry, I've been here.
I'm seriously considering shitting on this.
Look, dude, just
I've been here.
floor.
Dude, I know.
I've almost got it.
Dude, I know we saw that happen in the Care Bears, but the Care Bears makes no sense. So that's not really a good example to take. Anyway, see you for the next part, everybody. Hopefully, we'll be able to find a way out of this maze.
Alright, see ya.
See ya.